Oh my god, finally! What a horrendous fight. This is one of the worst bosses ever made in the entire Resident Evil series. Just the way the modeling on Yawn works, I mean, this guy literally phases through himself. He's able to turn towards you in ways that don't make any sense by phasing through his own body. His hitboxes are horrendous. The number of times he has tagged me without even physically touching me. Like, if you try to run towards Yawn's left-hand side, when he does that big slam of his, you just get hit most of the time because the hitbox is weird. That's why you gotta make sure you're running to Yawn's right-hand side whenever he does those big slams, when he's raised. The room is just not built for this. I mean, and like, I've heard Carcinogen SEA say that this encounter is random even when you're using the guns. At least I found some kind of consistent method. So how this normally works is that Yawn attacks you like 5 times when he's raised, and then you'll go into the low stance where he'll try to attack you 5 times. And after the 5th low stance attack, he'll raise himself and you'll start roaring at you, so you can use that time to actually get your hits in with the knife. I mean, this time it was a little different. What I was trying to do was hit Yawn after he did one of his raised attacks, and I had to knife him at the right moment so that my knife would actually register multiple hits on him. So like, I had to make sure I was doing this. So like, if, for instance, Yawn attacked, I ran forward like this, and then the auto aim would turn me around, and then I had to make sure I was facing, like, in this direction or something, so that when I run forward, I'd be able to avoid the attack. But Yawn's model is just so weird, because the way Yawn tracks you can allow him to get in your way. Like, it affects the way his body moves. The top half of his body shifts in a weird way because of the way his tracking works on you. So, at times, he'll, like, change his hitbox in such a way that more of his hitbox is on this side, more of his hitbox is on that side. And also, like, when he raises after he does the 5 low attacks, his body is random with where it shifts. Like, it can shift in this direction, it can shift in that direction. And this affects your ability to actually get past him even when I'm doing this method of, like, facing in this diagonal direction and moving forward. Something like that. And then there's also the really stupid random element with his fucking tail. The tip end of his tail, you cannot get over it. Any rational human being will be able to get over something that tiny. But if you end up clipping on Yawn's tail, and by the way, like, clipping on Yawn is too easy because of the way the hitbox on his modeling is and how janky it is, he's gonna easily catch you. And his ability to phase through his own body because of the fact that the modeling was done so poorly for Yawn in Resident Evil 1 OG, it's just utter garbage. It's badly designed. Like, at least with this method, you could probably use, like, the shotgun or something, because you could easily, like, aim down and then run around him rather than having to waste time with the slow animation with the knife. But you're honestly better off just pause canceling and just, like, spamming healing items on Yawn. There is no reason to waste time with this pathetic encounter. And don't even think about trying to reset the room, by the way, because if you try to reset the room, there is no way for you to avoid Yawn's attack. You've got to commit to doing Yawn on the first try. I cannot believe that back in the PS1 era, outdated Capcom decided to do something with this Yawn model that was badly done, and then that got translated into Resident Evil 1 Remake. I mean, Yawn was handled a bit better, but it was still a draining encounter because it was so boring and hollow, and Yawn didn't do anything. But I would rather take that than whatever the hell I just did here, because this is badly designed on so many levels. The amount of technical knowledge you need to do this just to bypass the lazy work that was put into Yawn here. I genuinely do not understand why they would design Yawn's arena like this when his model is badly handled. The guy literally phases through himself, and you're clipping on aspects of his model that any normal individual will be able to just step over, stuff like that. I mean, come on. That is such garbage. Goodness me. I'm just stuck. That is so fucking stupid! Again, every fucking time with that tip at the fucking tail! Oh, Chris is such a humble character in this game compared to Resident Evil 5. While so humble, he can't even do something as fucking simple as just stepping over a little bit of a tail, because they had to make him so incompetent to give this illusion of survival horror. God, look how stupid it is. Who in their right mind conceived this kind of idiotic boss in 1996? Developers back in that generation were just so loopy in the head if they somehow think this looks acceptable. Again, that little bit of his tail, you just cannot get over for some stupid reason. Oh, great hitbox. Again, didn't fucking touch me. Again, just the way the top half of his body shifts in a weird way because of the tracking on you. It just makes no sense why he's able to do that. Like, why did he decide to just place his head to the right and then he was actively moving? Great, that didn't even fucking touch me. Again, didn't fucking touch me. Again, why did he do that? I don't understand why he just shifts his top half to the right and then he just lowers himself. It's such weird behavior as a result of some kind of side effect with the tracking. Again, he didn't fucking touch me! And then you get those moments where he doesn't attack. Like, why doesn't he attack? Again, didn't fucking touch me.